Namaste, and welcome to another edition of Wakey Bakey with Reiki. I'm Doug Hark, and usually I go, it's a really good morning, and it is, yet it's an interesting and different morning. Let me get started. Well, I've been starting my morning. And today's interesting. I feel good. All emotions are positive. I see bright things ahead of me. Yet, it's like there's a whole shift. And the shift has been happening the last 4 days. I've been doing this sexual transmutation thing. It's like things have been accelerating. And this morning, well, it actually was yesterday, something just kept hitting me and hitting me and hitting me. And this morning I started, during meditation, I just open up and allow, and all of a sudden the pieces just started clicking in together. There's this other course I've been going through, and it came to me through, by accident. I thought I was getting one course on healing meditation, and it turned into this just giant course on all of the healing modalities and all of these different ideas. But the thing is, this guy is speaking my language in there. I can hear what he says. His ideas are matching exactly with mine. And so many things he's saying are just aha moments. And one of them was, he's talking about a group of people from long ago who had writings. And he said that the writings were written in such a way that if a layman was trying to read it, they could probably get themselves in trouble. I've heard stories of this, magic, whatever, and it's no. He's saying is, if you read some of the things which are recipes, if you didn't understand what it really was in the language, you would misread the recipe, and you would actually be putting in something poisonous. And so that's where some of this mysterious mystery of reading books and things, started coming in. Yet, what he mentioned is that there is a level of understanding in these books that was put into there of multi-learning. And I totally understand that. And I got it because I understood it from the books Think and Grow Rich. It even says in there, some of you will get the message right off the bat, and others it will take years. And it took me years to really get in what Think and Grow Rich is, what the secret is, what the key, the secret, the movie, The Secret. They didn't tell you what the secret was. And after years, I finally got it, yet it's right there in front of you. And so he's saying in these books that he's talking about that there's this, the way they did it, the way they write it in parables, that you can learn it in different languages. And so I started thinking about that, and I went, okay, wait a minute. Napoleon Hill, I don't remember anything of him learning about ancient ways of writing. I think this is just something natural, the way we teach, maybe humans teach. And then I got to thinking about the way I teach. And yes, the way I teach is at multi-levels. I will trigger someone not for the reason they think, it's for something way up here. And if they don't see it up here, maybe we can get it down here. Maybe I just jarred them. And so then I went and okay, well maybe this is other places. And I instantly went to the Bible. And it just, all of a sudden it just clicked in. And I don't want to make this go too long, but I've really studied the Bible very in depth for many years. I've gone and studied the earliest forms of the Bible and people who have studied the earliest forms of the Bible and where did it come from. And I've studied the Bible from so many different ways. And I remember a while ago, it was about a month and a half ago, I finally said, I've got all I need out of that. I don't need to use it. I don't need to reference it. It's just, and I'm not putting it down. It's just I've got my learning. I understand. It's time to move on. And so now I'm hearing these new principles about these underlying layers. And this morning, it's actually the last couple days, I've been thinking about this because I have a belief about what I want to create, which is what the law of attraction is, which is what is Think and Grow Rich, and is driving me. And now I've added in this sexual transmutation, which is driving me more. And so I'm accessing my mind. And all of a sudden I went, wait a minute. The answer of how to do this is in the Bible. Because Jesus, if we go with just the parable, which is what most of the world is stuck in, thinking it's a real story. No, but if you go with the parable, what the parable is, and the man he just looked at these things and went, oh, you mean if I do this, this will happen? And the one I keep referring to is, it was written in scriptures before Jesus was born that a man will walk in through the gate of Israel on a donkey, and many people will lay palm leaves at his feet. Well, if I was somebody and I wanted to get attention, I would, here comes the helicopter, I would put I just say, get attention in a helicopter. I look at these things and what's going on, and I'm going to pay attention to what I'm saying right now. Because if I was Jesus back then and I saw people were going to pay attention to me and my message, I'd ride in through a certain gate that these scriptures said on a donkey, because scriptures say people will notice you. And so this morning I'm sitting there thinking about what I want during my meditation. I clear my mind and allow it to come, and just boom. I have this idea for a coffee shop, a laundromat, and a meditation center all blended into one, bringing in this idea about helping veterans in suicide. And then this morning it just started coming to me. Use suicide. People, if you're going to stand up and say something, people were willing to listen to me. Yet what I found when I tried it the last time it was with the burner community, I couldn't get anyone to come on board to help. When it came time for them to really, put the rubber to the road, everyone disappeared. I don't know if it's the cause. I'll take blame for it. That's okay. So now I'm looking at this as, how can I do this? And I got to do it by myself. I believe Jesus did it by himself, and I believe because of his conviction and his devotion to what he did, that's where people came on. And I wasn't that committed to Burner Strong. I was looking for people to help, not just me do it. And so now I'm thinking how to do it. And things just started clicking this morning. And originally Burner Strong it's about suicide, but it's not about suicide. And this new thing I want to create with this dojo center and a coffee and tea house, and you do your laundry while you meditate, or you do this, it blends in. And then I went, wait, I want a place for vets. And then this morning, I can't even go through all the stuff that came in of what it's going to be, what we keep out, what we bring in, how we're going to be powerful. And then I went, wait a minute, it's written in scriptures that we respect our vets. We honor our vets. 22 vets die every day of suicide. And so I just went, use it. Use that thing. And so I looked it up, and I'm thinking about having the name of this nonprofit. I'm going to create the nonprofit again, but I'm going to create it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to find people that want to help me on my cause. I will bring in them. I'm not going to rely on them I relied on someone else to try to bring me people for my nonprofit board, and they disappeared. That's okay. I love them, respect them. It wasn't for them, yet I got to do this myself. And I know by using the Vet 22, it's going to be bringing people and attention to what I do. And I started playing how to use this within this Angels Camp. And if you came to Angels Camp, it's pretty dead. When you go to these other towns around here, it's just going crazy. It's beautiful little towns. And you come here, Angels Camp? Frogtown? We should be something. Yet it's dead. But you go to one end, and here's just a whole one end. It's military. It's the recruitment center. And it's very bold. There's American flags and all stuff. It's not only the recruitment center, it's to a building next door. And I got to thinking, wow, if Angels Camp is kind of a town that brings people into the military, shouldn't we be also a place that takes care of them afterwards? Shouldn't we have a place that vets can come and heal? And I have a great, beautiful way for them to heal. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, use this vet thing. Let's go to the military people. Let's go to them. Let's say, hey, let's really build this military thing up. I'm not military. I'm for peace. Yet, let's use it. Let's build something for peace playing off their war. And so then I got to thinking, how do I really play this out? I got to think, and I searched it. 22 vets die every day. Let's name the nonprofit Vet 23. Because that one day, my dad he wasn't just one of the 22 vets that died today. He was my father. He was the 23rd vet. 23 vets. They say an average of 22. That means some days it goes down. That means during the holidays it probably doubles. So, I truly believe within books, including our Bible, there's hidden message that we need to get and see. We don't need to get wrapped up within that. Let's see the bigger message. And the bigger message is for me to help vets. And it's not going to be about helping them on suicide. I'm going to help them come to life. And it's not going to be about just vets. It's about all of us. But I'm going to make a place special for vets within this laundromat, coffee house, tea house, meditation center. And I already have a plan on how to get this started for free. It's just amazing. And then I'm being sponsored to build myself up and brand myself. And I already talked to one of the people sponsoring me and told them I want to just start improving my body, my health, and everything, and just brand me. And he went, yeah, cool, let's do it. This is amazing. I love it. So that's what's happening. It's been an amazing morning. As I said, a little bit crazy, but it's good. It's just getting hit from all different sides. So that's it for now. Truly. Namaste.